In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use blending modes in Photoshop. I'm using CS4, but it should be pretty similar in other versions. Now, one of the main things I use blending modes for is if I have an image that has a white or black background that I don't want included in my image. So for this example, I have something I designed here, and I want to lay my logo over it, but as you can see, there's the white box around it. Now I could, obviously I have the text, I can just create a new logo, or I can painstakingly remove this white background, which is possible, but there's another way that I can do it that's a whole lot easier. So I'm just going to click on the layer, and as you can see in my layers box here, it's set to normal, and that's why this logo looks like that, is because that's just the default. So a couple options are available to give different looks based on what you want to do. And I don't fully understand what all of them do. I just kind of go through each of them and until I get the effect that I want. So I'm just going to click on normal, and then I'm going to use the down arrow just to scroll through. So here's normal and dissolve. As you can see in dissolve, it starts kind of speckling on the edges, and every image is different. Every layer is different. So dissolve might look really cool for one design, and barely noticeable, like in this example. So let's go down to the next one, is darken. As you can see, the white box is gone. So that's really handy if you want to just get rid of it. And darken's going to work differently for darker images versus lighter images. That's why we're going through all of these. Multiply is another one that I like to use a lot. And just keep in mind that it does alter the image slightly. It's going to kind of blend with the background a little bit. That's why it's called a blending mode. So make sure you're not destroying what you're trying to work on. Color burn, same deal. You can see it takes kind of a navy hue where it's mixing the light blue from the background with the black in the logo. Linear burn, it's a nice dark color over the light. Darker color, which is kind of ironic because it looks like it got lighter, but it is darker than the background. And then lighten does kind of an inverse there, as you can see, and that looks kind of cool too. And that might work out really well in for something else, or maybe I'll put a drop shadow on this and say, hey, that looks awesome. I'm just going to go with this. Screen, very similar. Here's lighten, screen, lighten, screen. Screen kind of has, as you can see right here, it's got more of the detail of the logo there. Color dodge. Let's hide this really quick. See, you can see that kind of wave go through the background, and so that shows up here. Let's go to linear dodge. It's kind of the inverse again. Lighter color, same deal, it's an inverse. Overlay, it's where it's laid over the background, so it's semi transparent. Soft light, so it's a nice little glow over there. Hard light, so same thing, it brings some of the background through the darkness. Vivid light, it makes it a little more neon-y. Linear light, same deal. Pin light I like for a lot of things, not this one, but pin light is one of my favorites actually for blending like a logo on something, or I just think it has a cool effect. Here's hard mix, difference, which, well, I'm not positive exactly what it does, but it does something kind of psychedelic here. Exclusion, same kind of deal. Hue makes a nice a gray color there, and saturation isn't doing anything. And these might do something different with the color. There's color, luminosity, and that's the last one. So I'm just going to go back up to darken there, because that, or multiply, there we go. So what happens if we put a black layer over and it's not as exciting, so I'm just going to kind of fly through these. So normal, dissolve doesn't do anything. Darken, multiply, color burn. See, it kind of lets the bright colors come through. Linear burn, darker color. Lighten doesn't do anything. Screen, nothing. Color dodge, nothing. Linear dodge, nothing. Lighter color, nothing. Overlay, I think this looks pretty darn cool, but it does look a little bit dirty. Like it got splashed with mud or something. Soft light, again, you can see a bit of the effect on there. Hard light, nothing. Vivid, nothing. Linear, nothing. Pin, nothing. Hard mix is similar like that one from earlier. Difference, there is no difference really, I don't think, at all. Exclusion, nothing. Hue puts it into kind of a cool, grayscale appearance. Saturation, nothing. Color, nothing. Luminosity, nothing. All right, so we're going to close that. So what if we add this hot pink layer? What effects happen from this? So normal, dissolve, nothing. Darken, darken. It overlays a hot pink layer over the lighter colors and darkens the darker colors with a hot pink hue. Multiply, very similar. Color burn, you can see the white in the logo comes through a bit. Linear burn, just that pink over everything. Darker color, wow. It makes it hard to see anything. Lighten, that's kind of a cool effect. It puts this nice light hue over it. And I cannot stress enough just playing with the different types, because chances are you're going to find a few that you really like that seem to work for you well. But every image is different and every effect is different. So I urge you to take the time to just get to know what the different things do and see what works well for what you're working on. So then screen, same deal. Color dodge, let some of that blue background come through. Linear dodge, it's same pink overlay. Lighter color puts kind of a drop shadow of hot pink under everything. Overlay does a pink overlay over it. Soft light, that's kind of a nice little pink effect there. Hard light, nothing. Vivid, nothing. Linear pin, hard mix, wow. Difference, again, psychedelic. Same with exclusion. Hue, that's kind of a cool look there. And saturation, you can see the unicorn is kind of different color there. The rest of it looks pretty much the same. Color, lays the pink color over everything. Luminosity, it turns to that grayish color, and that's it. So that is how to use blend modes in Photoshop. I hope you learned a lot from this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, check out my blog at sallyu.com, and have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.